And you know, it's even interesting thinking back to the times where people were having a go at Snipe Down, saying that he was washed after he's coming back from Halo and changing games, all that kind of stuff, right? It's been a massive changeover to see him actually prove himself at LAN time and now time.
我跟你说，我们很多传输动刷能补给的那个电池。
加油！
我还是想，
我有先去
装
学的。
下这儿行吗？我单独去，你们两个抱团。我还想尝试一下这个地方。如果这个地方有人跟我抢，我就走，我就直接进洞里。如果没人跟我抢，我把这空了，我还可以打一波车的，好吗？
我跟皮特洛是吗？
对，你跟皮特洛，你跟皮特洛左边。
如果有人抓你，你往哪跑了？
没事，加油，尽力，多沟通。
反正我从这
冷静，记得抛技能，3打2要冷静。
你说什么皮特？
我从这飞进去，从这个口。该跳了吗？你看的时间。
我跳了。
他们人呢？他们没人啊！哦，找下我。
有。
我这有口。
收到。
看一下位置，北丁，你看一下他们。
看了。我这边狗拿车，我这边一个狗拿车，他谁都没抓，可能要抓我，我走了。
可能抓你，
抓我。
对，
三个这边。
搜洞里可以。
我搜完洞里，先把后面空了，好吗？我们先把资源拿满。
后面他会打你，我感觉。他会打你。
放心，我先去控。
要架吗？我现在不好架。我枪有点烂，枪好的说话。
我枪好。
枪还好。
我先去往那边控，你们能往这走吗？搜完了。
我再走。
快回到原本落点了。
往我这来啊！
对。
他们还没来，把资源全拿了。
附近有一组。
附近有一个。
不要探那边一点。
有一个人呐，一个孤。
我要走慢点，给你们个烟。我先上房顶架，好吧？
架。
他们可能会
他是把皮特抢走了，是不是？
没有。
这会儿我视野盲区，你别说话，我看不到洞口。
这有谁？
他们也过来了，我屋里有蓝甲。狗子。
标点。
蓝甲。
我要上房顶，
他们到这儿两个。对，他们在这个房子，
在这。
他就喜欢上高点。过来，上网过来啊！
走这下，手来拉人。
慢点。
我再一楼，
放下，放52楼能打吗？
我下了。
来，下来，走机会。
我下楼。他们在楼。
在二楼。
等下楼吗？还要楼吗？
揉啊，都到这儿了。
我子弹只能1波了，21发给我点。
你要什么？
进行观众席。
来，
别找机会，别房顶。
可以，下波上房顶。
好像在房顶是吗？
没有。
来，过来，
没扫了。
过来。
过来。前他们起 Q 打我们一波。
啊！
自己看一下爆团。
他们肯定会起 Q 打的。我尝试去穿一穿。
烟妹是指甲。
听脚步，他们肯定会绕。
看一下，不要乱走。
烟妹在打药。
他们不在左下角，我怎么找不到？
还有和平。
有和平。
他们要起 Q，别再抓这么机会。踩最高好不好？
我们再反开踩。他打一个没事，另外2个把输出补满。Q 台就先打第一个啊，这家。
好。扫了，注意。
下来了，要这边。
我走了，你给我
空过雷。没跳。
有可能架绳子，然后用绳子。
我在跟百丽。
哦，大跳。
他是没地平线。
他在等扫。
有地平好像。
有地平。臭啊！
用绳子。
狗开大了，我不能打烟了。
封烟。
我开大。
我得去百丽呢，我得去皮特呢。
扫了。
狗100。
没打到。
过来，我拉你。
我这有。
过来。
我在看。
我给你救我大电。
我有。给我大血。我有。
没有。丢了。你有吗？
他是没有那个啥，他好像没有那个啥。
狗没大了。
他没有地平线好像。
有。
这。没地平，他没地平。
太久不是很好。
卡特。
狗烟妹卡特。
对。
狗烟妹。
我感觉我们是不是得主动打他了？不能这么耗了，兄弟，毒都到了，没药了。
我给你药，来。
很多吗？你要？
架来一手，
还有一个
大了。
好，我刚才打他们肉好几波，我感觉他们药不够，听到吗？我感觉他们药不够。 而且他们上不来，他们要不够。
你们先打地方，我见面就直接交大可能。
这里还有大血包。
我先拉扯到对面黄区，好不好？
行，你把大血包拿了，要不？
有2个小血。
去对
我
面黄区吧。
这边要爬，我这边可能要爬，不要，就踩这个
看位置，看位置。
你把大血包拿了，我们得扛多可能。这大血包，
好，我去拿一下。手刚扫过。
哎，要不然你们踩我头顶，我去把这边胶囊开了，让他们抓我行吗？他们抓我，你们打个满的。
等我 Q。
他半路有大了，他下坡肯定要打，你得起 Q 扛他半路大招，懂吗
？OK。
他半路扔大我也扔。
OK。
好。
给了。我先给血，
过来一起，
打血。看到人吗？
没。爬了。我这爬了。接打，找一个。
那是。
哎呦，
撤，冷静。
打弹药。我被这个打了。
立着。
很好，黄雀的。
这里也怎样？
我没药了。
IPG 过来劝了，我包里有药 ，IPG 过来劝了。
要走，这边圈太差。
好，我没药。
一个药都没有吗？
没有。你几个？
我靠
，2大1小。
左边方区还有几个去拿东西的。
来，走吧。2大1小吗？2大1小，给我个大吧。
毒死一个狗。
一个大，我这么一起死啊！
可以。
那你活呗。
算了，那个拿分已经不重要。
可以吗？
我没药了，你跑去找他一起死啊！你别走那么远，他可以复活你的。
行。
我拿到1分了，好像。
死完了，那就。他们故意要造药啊！
妈的，我也要死了，我知道。我就
你先去左边房子拿点药呗。
是啦，拿个屌药啊！
之前那个大药你拿了吗？
拿了。
别完了，如果这屋里没药，你直接往那跑，得去造，没办法，死也得去造了。
我得去造了。
哎，
2。
第一个岛的听牌，
死也得去造了。我感觉他们可能会再造。
离圈很远。
再造。本地有药是吧？
我包里有药，他应该拿了。
啊，
那就继续多少分？
不够，主要是。他不说不来劝吗？这 BIBG 打太久了是吗？你在这儿。你还有药吗？
没有了。
不行，杀一个拿1分呗。如果实在没药打不起来的情况下。
没得。
这个真没了，这尬太久了，兄弟们。
那没办法呀，有什么办
？Scalp here. Oh. Designful versus Sweet on the other side, and he with the wingman shots. Call him Mariah because he is looking to carry. Gets the res. Dojo still in this lobby. Couple of choice words coming out from Designful there, I believe. With that win, a wingman headshot to finish it off. Does it in style. And that's a very important spot. Look where the circle is pulling. It's very much going towards the north of the wall, but that inside portion behind the blast doors, you can see the Dojo have it to themselves at the moment. Incredibly important, and that was a huge fight win. Cannot be underestimated.
Especially with those
extra points that they need. Literally, just 3 more points and they sit at match point right now, Genome. Seeing where the circle's going to be pulling all the way to the north side of the wall means that fight that Dojo just took and won against Energy puts them in a very good spot where their backs can be cleared. It's very easy to find a team that decides to take the risk and taking the zipline by those Dragon Ball buildings. Not expecting the team to try to approach from that side, but still, it's a good spot that they can completely clear their backs from. Versus on the other hand, the other teams that are inside the buildings over by wall have to worry about the teams that are going to be fighting their way from the edge of the circle as the circle collapses over them.
So lots of things to think about for these teams. I mean, you know, so many different ways to play this. You've got, as you said, those teams inside the buildings like Starter Fight, Moist Esports that can cat goo up as much as they want, and then you've got teams like TSM who have to play in, around, under these buildings. You know, maybe it's more flexible, maybe it's just more dangerous to be there.
TSM 默默的也快要听牌了。
Very similar game plan that TSM was rocking in our previous game as the crowd was chanting their names. Nice to note on the top left side of your screen.
其实可以做重生牌的。
Early on, really game number 2. Well, guess what? The crafter has rotated for the week. We have the Moby, the purple knockdown, but most importantly, with the inclusion of Bangalore in these lobbies, is that Digi threat and that purple laser sight. Expect that to be crucial for our teams that land and have a crafter in those VOIs. That is to say, if we do go to a new game, LG Chivas in a fight.
Yeah, Luminosity, one of our teams on match point currently, taking on Ironblood Gaming at Cascade Falls. Smokes go out. As you can see, Digi threats are going to be abundant now that it's in the craft. If you've had access to one of those at some point, it's a massive, massive advantage in these fights. Yanya, one of the best players so far, but this wasn't his fight.
Juarez with the beam, using the Digital himself and the R9, but the high ground right behind him. He tries to navigate away, needs some help from Nizul, tries to break down through the door. He gets taken out. Actually crazy coming in from Asians.
Gets the ping on the piercing spikes. That means Jaguares knows where the enemy is. His down teammates are actually giving him pings all the time to let him know. And there we go. Just clips them behind the knockdown shields, and the LG should be able to get the full reset.
Vámonos a Chivas right now, coming out of Cascade Falls. And evac tower gets deleted just as quick as it was put down on the ground. That was Alliance to get booted off from that attempt on the rotation. And with the 30-30 shots ringing through from Yuki, he's fighting from the low to high ground disparity up that hill. Seventh crevice of that cave that will allow them to be right behind Alliance in this position. But they also have a pretty nice rotation depending if there is a team holding the building outside of the mouth of this cave that allows you to have that high ground hilltop overlooking wall.
And, you know, none of the teams were unanimous, basically, on deciding that this was going to end on the wall. So no one was occupying those buildings. It meant that Ascend coming in there late with the Valk rotate like we saw, easily able to take position up there. That's the team that FaZe is going to be running into now. One of our 4 teams left alive on match point. Dreamfire have been removed. The other 4, Optic, Blackhand, LG, and FaZe, all still in there.
Realize taking shots with G7. Krompu in this position. Also getting the Evo Shield check. I believe that may be LG that they're shooting at right now, but it's also a gatekeeping spot that Realize could hold since LG have to force their way into that next circle alongside E6. Catwall has been called in from FaZe, splitting the attention from Ascent, who actually is the team sitting inside of that building, waiting to see if another team may rotate in this direction, but trying to play it safe as usually Ascend does.
Oh, we just talked about it with the what's in your pack. The 30-30 there, just pumping in so much damage. A scant few bullets and you already got a wasted bat, or maybe even more. LG, they've actually been locked down here by the Fuse ultimate, but reply so well with the Hemlock. They get right back on top of it with the gravity leap. They turn this fight around in a matter of seconds.
There's no way you can survive through the onslaught of Arkansas. Yanya is delivering on a silver platter. E6 get eliminated. LG Chivas are locked in.
I've never seen defense turned into offense so fast. They're incredible by LG to keep their chances alive. Realize actually hesitate on the side of that. I think they could have come in and taken LG out there. One of the threats to them, one of the threats to this series ending in this match, but they don't go for it.
LG Chivas have now put themselves in a sandwich position though, at least against Ascend and Realize. Alliance getting word of fight after their rotation from the hilltop, running away from TSM, have now come across Ascend here. LG Chivas fighting against Realize, which actually gives them some time to focus on this fight to get the reset if they can.
Oh no, has to stop the revive there. The black hole came in. He knows he just has to win this fight. Somehow Suarez is trying to do it with the hemlock coming out. Again, that's the second down. Can they actually win this 2v3?
Yanya looks completely unfazed. It looks like they can. The thermite doing enough damage. He gets the finisher. Oh, the hemlock at the very end. Realize gets taken out.
Alliance and Ascend. Okay, their fight has finished up. Ascend got the better of them. They didn't manage to finish Alliance off, but they're going straight in for the third party. I don't think LG will reset this time.
It'd be too close for comfort right now. It doesn't look like they were able to ascend and with the L-Star. Look behind you though. They find the knock onto Yanya. LG somehow still alive. It's only up to Nizul, who's literally low. One shot here. Can he get away? Bring up a knockdown. They get taken out. Another one of our match point teams out of this lobby.
How many times can you be asked to clutch up in a row? At the very least, LG did so much damage there that they have managed to move themselves into second place with 62 points. Now getting above Dreamfire, who are already eliminated on 55.
TSM poised in prime position on this high ground. We've seen the end circle on this wall specifically pull towards this building or the outskirts of by the fence line, neighboring it to the left.
Currently, TSM here are above Optic Gaming. They're actually trying to walk up.
Oh, look at house position, just making sure. Good spot in case they poke their heads out again after being dropped.
But this is where the circle is pulling, so Optic Gaming, if they can play this well, obviously you can see the roof is where you want to be. It's a wall zone. TSM read it perfectly. They played the best position for it, and they're looking to be rewarded for it. They're in a fantastic spot here. The Dojo, that early fight against NRG has secured them spot in the zone for such a long time here, and only just now, in the next minute, do they have to worry about pushing out onto the left side of the building there that we saw TSM and Optic occupying.
FAZE 剩一个人，FAZE 应该很难。
Looking at the circle and looking at the teams that have to fight their way from that south side, Genome. It's going to be a bloodbath. Start a fight moist. Ascend, lying in wait as a duo after they took that fight against LG and feeling the pressure from it. They will get information with Kashera still alive and having that crypto drone give them that info. Alliance having to play this as a solo, the scene can be said about FAZE.
Dreamfire out, Luminosity out, FAZE, they are a rat right now. It's only Phony left alive. Optic, Black Hand are the two left on match point with all three members still up and running.
This is crazy. Still an opportunity to see another game on Storm Point. Playing by the bunker doors is Dojo after winning this spot against NRG in a team fight. Here comes the catwall up. Great way to hold on to that utility to make this rotation. They've called out the rat from FAZE, but they don't finish them off.
Wow, other teams even worried about the Dojo here are going to start throwing ultimates out. I'm not sure why enemy isn't making the rotation just yet. I guess they're really trying to dissuade anyone else from getting above them. They don't want to make the move too early, but Phony, he can't even pop the one bat he's got left. He's too worried about people hearing him.
Living on the edge for real right now. Dojo have managed to finally make their rotate with the circle closing in. Optic Gaming still inside of this building with TSM right above them. Started fight outside the building. Looking to maybe getting involved with TSM right on the rooftop, and that's a positional disadvantage that they have to worry about if they do decide to take that fight.
Well, as Peeps would say, levels. You've got people on all different levels of that building, and as the game goes on and on, it gets more congested. Alliance now will drop, and we're down to 7. Blackhand and Moist down on the south here. Phony somehow still hasn't been discovered. You can see him.
Oh, man.
Want to note that Dojo being alive for this long and getting the KP that they have has set them up with 50 points. They join alongside our other match point teams to wait to see if they have another opportunity to take the dub, to take this year's championship.
See, it's not a fantastic spot that they've got down there. Bangalore all the black hole, a couple of grenades honestly could spell the end of them. This building is what's important. You can stay in it until the circle is almost completely closed. It'll be interesting to see how Blackhand and Moist play out on the bottom side, the south side of this. Phony did his best, but couldn't get any more than 7th there. Okay, it's going to be a battle of the north and south.
Now with FaZe going down, Blackhand and Optic Gaming are your match point teams that are still alive. Dojo with the cat wall up, trying to take a fight against Moist, trying to poke from afar without trying to overcommit at the same time, especially with Waltzy having the L-star, but they lose on an MT.
Oh no!
Oh, the shield bat popped off! The shield bat coming in clutch! Moist Esports get eliminated!
Okay, Blackhand, they've waited a nice amount of time here. They can't see anyone through this cat wall, though. The bang ult, even more, is going to send them back, and they will take back the safety of their generator and the Watson fences set up. This interception pylon is so good against the compositions that the other teams are running. You can't throw a black hole in there. You can't throw a bang ult in there. They're safe until they want to move.
And that's the importance of having the Watson in their team comp. The gameplay that they've been running into with this composition to play into this play style is beautiful. Tsm still looking down on Pride Rock on the rooftops of this building. Optic Gaming having to fight for their lives. The evac tower has been called in right in front of them as Hao gets the knock in the feed.
Okay, start a fight. Unfortunately, dropping one early. Still 2 match point teams left alive out of the last fight. Will Optic finally close it out, or can Blackhand really make everyone who supported them look like the best team in the world?
4 squads left. Start a fight go down. Optic Gaming. Blackhand still in this fight. Blackhand though, strafing flame. Easy flash as well. This may be it for Blackhand, and it is. Optic Gaming are still alive. For how long? It's dropped. It's TSN from the high ground. 3 teams left, and the circle's looking like a skittle.
No one knows who anyone is in Optic. Once again, they can't manage it. It's going to be Dojo versus TSM as the circle closes at TSM.
差点就是 Optic Game。